have the fireplace channel in September. You know what? Let's do this. YouTube. Fireplace. Amazing! What's up, you guys? It's your girl Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to have you on here. In today's video, we are doing a super fun fall bucket list video. I saw these roaming around in the summertime and I thought they were super cute. So because I love fall so freaking much, I decided let's do a fall one. I DIY'd my little fall list here. I think it's so cute. I did these little like pumpkins and then everything that I wanted to do next to it. And today I'll be sharing with you my 20 things on my fall bucket list. I hope this inspires you guys to like add these to your fall bucket list because these things are so freaking cute and I really am excited to do them in the fall. So let's do 20 fall bucket list items. Number one is go pumpkin picking. I literally have never actually gone pumpkin picking. I normally will just go to a grocery store or wherever they sell pumpkins during like Halloween and fall time. I've never actually gone to a pumpkin patch and picked a pumpkin. So this year, I really want to actually go to a pumpkin patch and pick a pumpkin. Next thing I wrote was fall hike season, baby. I am not a hiker, okay? I don't like to actually like hike mountains or do anything, but I really love like a river valley walk. Where I live is actually the largest river valley in all of Canada. And in the fall time, it's beautiful and you can walk and all the leaves are turning and there's stairs and it's a really nice path and experience. So one of my fall bucket list items is to go on a hike or like a river valley walk when all the leaves are changing and it's beautiful outside. Next is crochet a pair of mittens. I know how to like crochet kind of, like very basically. I can crochet like chains like no tomorrow, but I really want to try and crochet a pair of mittens this year so I can leave them in my car. They can be like my driving mittens, and I have faith in myself. It might take me a very long time, but I think I'm gonna do it. Next is do a fall wine tasting. You guys know I love wine. If you follow me on Instagram or you listen to my podcast, you know I love wine. This year what I wanna do is go to a fall wine tasting. I went to a spring wine tasting last year and it was so cool. They showed you like everything. They showed you around the winery and all of that stuff, and you got to actually see how the wine was made and do a tasting. And this year I really want to do a fall one because fall wine is a lot different than spring wine. I also kind of wanted to get out of my comfort zone and drink more reds. I don't really drink a lot of red wine. I normally do a lot of white wine, so I wanted to maybe try some like fancier reds for fall, and the perfect way to do that is go on a wine tasting. Next is go on a ghost tour in my city. Normally I am such a chicken. I don't love like super scary things, but I think like a tour like with other people around would actually be really cool. So I am gonna hit up some friends. Maybe I'll have a boyfriend by then, who knows? But I'll hit up some people and I really wanna do a ghost tour. Next is make a ton of fall soup. I love soup, okay? I love soup. I love like fall winter vegetables, and it's just like the perfect time for me. Squash, literally all kinds, acorn, butternut, spaghetti, all of them. I love squash. So that is what I want to do this year, is make a bunch of soup and like share it with people, not just like have it in my house, but be like, hey, I made this soup for you. So that's another one on my bucket list. Next is attend a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening. I don't know if any of you have actually seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It is so funny, it is so good. It's a musical and it's set kind of like around Halloween time. And basically it's this like transvestite house and it's, oh my god, it's so funny. It's like a musical, there's a bunch of like people in it, really good song and dances. I know, the time warp left and right. And I really want to go to a Rocky Horror Picture Show screening because what's really cool about them is if you go to certain ones, they're actually ones where you do the actual things that they're talking about. So like for example, one of the lines in Rocky Horror Picture Show is a toast, and everyone brings a piece of toast and they throw this toast and like you do all of these like audience participation things, and I just think it's so fun, and I think Rocky Horror is such a good movie and musical that it just would be like a cool experience. So I really want to go to a Rocky Horror Picture screening this year. Next is a fall road trip. I know when I started my channel, I think I actually said that I didn't like road trips, and at the time I really didn't. I didn't like driving like super long distances. I didn't like being alone in a car by myself for so long. Like, it just like wasn't for me. But then I started going to Calgary a lot more and visiting all of my friends, and I somehow have been like converted to a road trip person. So now I freaking love road trips, and I really want to do a fall road trip. Next up is go camping, and I cannot believe I wrote that down because I have never been like literally camping in my life. I can glamp, I'm a great glamper, but I've never been actual camping. So this year, probably honestly soon, so the weather doesn't get like too bad, I want to actually camp. So I'm gonna have to find some people that are down because most of my friends also don't like camping and I'm not doing it alone. But I think camping would be a cool experience, you know, roast some marshmallows, start a fire, all of that stuff, and that's why I put it on my bucket list. Next is bake my own bread. I have had an obsession with bread lately, specifically sourdough, and I want to be able to make my own bread. Fall is like the season for pumpkin bread and all of that stuff, so I really wanted to give it a shot, make some pumpkin bread, see what happens, and you know, just like make some bread. I don't think bread makers are actually that expensive. I think they're only like 80 bucks on Amazon, which isn't that bad, especially with the amount of bread we're now consuming in my house, just because I have like an obsession. I know there's so many different kinds and like different ways to make bread, and I'm so freaking excited, and that is on my bucket list. Next one is to visit the NORDIC spa in Kananaskis. So Kananaskis I think is only about 4 hours away from Edmonton, which is where I live, and they have this NORDIC spa. So what it is it's hydrotherapy, so you go in hot, warm, cold, and you get in these like zip up hammocks that zip like literally all the way up to your neck, and you like heat up or like whatever it is they do, then you do it all again. So what I was thinking even is like joining up my road trip with my NORDIC spa experience and doing those together, but I think that's such a fun fall time activity because it's still warm and nice, but it's like cold outside, but it's like, you know, all the cozy fall vibes at the NORDIC spa. Next, if you are a child of the 90s, you will appreciate this, okay? Because next is my Do a HALLOWEENTOWN marathon. I love HALLOWEENTOWN. I don't know about you, but Disney Channel, before it just became cartoons, slapped. Disney Channel Halloween slapped. So many good movies, so many good Halloween shows. You had real actors, all this stuff. So I'm going to make a point to do a HALLOWEENTOWN marathon this year, watch all of them, eat my popcorn, get some candy corn, all of that stuff, do a little like HALLOWEENTOWN watch party in my house, and I'm so excited for that. I love HALLOWEENTOWN. Next up is make and give away a Thanksgiving basket. So for those of you that don't know, I actually live in Canada, so our Thanksgiving is in October. There's a lot of people who don't have the resources or the income or whatever to do Thanksgiving with their family, and this year what I want to do is join a program in my city that is able to provide food, utensils, all of this stuff to a family in need for Thanksgiving. That is something I really want to do this year. I might reach out to my friend group and see if anyone wants to participate with me. I think it's a cool way to bond as a friend group as well as be able to give back to your community. So that is something that is on my bucket list, and I really encourage you to add that to your bucket list too. Next is go to a fall festival. My city actually is called Festival City, and we have so many festivals all of the time. The only thing is, as it gets colder, it does get hard because we get tons and tons of snow and tons of ice, and it's just kind of hard to do outdoor festivals, but fall is the perfect time for a festival, and I really want to go to a super nice outdoor fall festival, get some candy apples, do some apple picking, who knows, a hayride, whatever it is. I really want to visit a cute fall festival this fall, so I added that guy to my bucket list. Speaking of Thanksgiving and being Canadian and your friends, I want to throw a Friendsgiving dinner party. I actually did a Friendsmas last year for my vlog channel that never went out, but it was so fun, and I absolutely loved doing it. I love cooking, I love getting my friends together, and I love being able to share an experience with them. I do want to have all of my friends over so we can drink some wine, eat some turkey, get together, be thankful for the friendships that we have, and I can do my like hostess with the mostest type of thing. Next up is adventure through the corn maze. We actually are very lucky here where we have a corn maze from the summer to the fall. It is super cool. They change the design every single year. I actually have gone already, but I went to the sunflower fields. We have this big sunflower field this year. So I went and I shot some pictures there, and I didn't have a chance to go through the corn maze, but it is really cool, and I really want to take an adventure through the corn maze this year and see how fast I can get out. A lot of people have been saying recently it takes about an hour, but I want to like do it in like 45 minutes. So that's my goal. Next up is make my own fall gin. I love gin. If there are things that I love in my life, it's jumpsuits, wine, dirty chai tea lattes, and gin. I love gin, and I think gin is such a good fall alcohol. There is so many like juniper berries and like clover and stuff like that, and I really want to make a warm and spicy fall gin to be able to put in hot toddies or cocktails or anything for the fall season when we're entertaining or whatever, and I think it would be just such a cool experience. I love gin, I love like the spicy taste of it, and I think it would be a really cool thing to DIY. Next up is have an outdoor picnic. I literally have never done this in my life, and it makes me so sad because it's so freaking adorable. I want to have a super cute outdoor picnic with like the plaid picnic blanket and the picnic basket and like 2 glasses of wine and just like super cute fall time experience. So that is something that is on my wish list and I am so freaking excited about. Next is make my own fall pies from scratch, okay? No pie crust, no frozen pie crust, none of it. From scratch. I thought fall was honestly the perfect time to do it. You got pumpkin, you got apple, you got Saskatoon. There's so many good fall pies to be able to make, and I want to do that this fall. Last on our fall bucket list, I want to be able to make and simmer my own potpourri in the house. You simmer it on your stove and it makes your entire house smell amazing and like fall and is really cozy. I want to be able to do that this year. You guys know I have a candle obsession and sometimes I just burn through them so fast, but I love the fall scent, so having a potpourri to be able to just simmer when I want a little extra fall vibes in the house, I feel like would be really awesome, and I'd be able to tailor it to exactly how I want it to smell. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it gave you some amazing ideas for your own fall bucket list. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye guys!